It's the intro. D's cute, it's the intro. It's time to eat, it's the intro. D's cute, it's the intro. What time is it?
It's time to eat! Daddy, maybe you should stick to cooking.
Alright, let's go eat. Yo, what's up, backyard? So, it's D, showing you my new toy. This is the large insulated vertical smoker from Lone Star Grillz. I did something on this video that I have never done, and that is I've taken multiple takes. Normally, I'm an in and out guy when it comes to these videos. I want to give you the information, and then I want to go. But I found myself rambling because I wanted to make sure that I covered as much as possible, because I know that people are interested in these things, and I'm pretty excited to have it finally. Ordered it back in August and just got it today. It's February 1st. But no further ado, let's get into this. So, off the rack, got the latches, slam latches, thru thermometer singular. I may take that off if I'm being honest, because I might plug it. I'll be using electric probes mostly, but this is a pretty well crafted door. I'm about to do the seasoning process. Got drip pan on here, keeps the moisture, kicks the moisture back inside, condensation and stuff like that. Listen to this. Y'all hear that? It's not hollow. This is two pieces of metal, but the insulation in there sounds like they put together extremely thick. They really packed it in there, I would say. Gauges, gaskets, sorry, very nice. Easy to take off if you need it. If you need to replace it for whatever reason. Very. I'm a big guy. I'm really pushing down on this thing. Mind you, I just pulled this thing from the front yard to the back here by myself in a lot of snow using these tires. So I have a little bit of strength. I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but notice this thing is not budging. Wonderful job, y'all. If you want to, for scale. Now, granted, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but if you can tell how thick that is. I didn't get extra grates, but I did pay for, I didn't get extra grates, but I purchased a couple of extra rail spaces. I need a certain clearance for some things that I cook. It's the rain guard. And, their claim to fame, pour water in to the built-in drip pan without having to open your cooking chamber. I bought a rain cap for that. I think it's $10 or something like that. I've already dropped it. It fits really tight. It's really snug, so this thing's not going to come off. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Here, yeah, this one well enough. All right, adjustable. I'm not going to pull this out. If you've seen one video, you've seen them all. We all know that pull this, ash pan comes out with it automatically. I'm not going to make that much noise in your ear with this video. I did buy T-plates. First time in my life owning T-plates for anything. Went back and forth. I was about to just use fire brick, in all honesty, but figured, you know what? Already went all out on the smoker. Why not just go ahead and get the T-plates? I did get the heat deflector. Don't think you guys can see that. I'm angling the phone at a weird angle, so I can't really see the screen. But heat deflector's up there. What that will do is that will save the underbelly of my smoker. It's a wear item. That's where the heat hits. So it'll wear out the heat deflector before it wears bottom of my smoker. Also, if I do plan on running water, it'll help with the boiling effect, and to help stabilize temperatures a little bit more. So that's it's a pretty cool little feature. Now this right here, really sturdy shelf. Mind you, I pulled this bad boy and it held up. Nothing gave on this thing. Yanking it, from the front yard to the back. You can take this off if you want to. I stuffed my ends here. Don't mind that, it looks a little junky, but I stuffed it just to make sure that no insects go in there and tries to make a home or anything like that. But I bought the competition cart package, off-road package. Here's what makes mine unique, and I'm surprised that I've never seen anyone do this. Okay, that's your water pan drain, additional air intake with the ball valve. Alright, so I believe am the first one to put my plumbing. Normally the plumbing goes on the opposite side of the smoker. I mean, it's interchangeable, but I am the first one, I believe, to ask for it to go up under the cart. Kind of surprises me. He clarified that I wanted it, so it led me to believe that I was the first one. But my reason for it is I plan on running temperature control units. I have a fireboard drive for this, have a couple Grillz, couple flame bosses, and my thought process was, instead of leaving it out in elements over there, or having to have a chair for it to sit on if I don't have a magnetic base to put it on here, or whatever the case is, if I don't want to store it on top here, I can just put it down in the shelf, kind of protect it from the elements, from rain if it's raining out here. And it just made sense to me. It looks like I have enough clearance for everything that I'll need. Seems perfect. Still enough clearance right there for a bucket to drain the water if I choose to cook with water. So I don't know, this thing, I think I made a good decision. I'm surprised I'm the first one though, in all honesty. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, who cares, honestly. But this is my smoker. Came with keys, to lock both doors, and it's a pretty cool experience overall. It's between this one and another pit. If I was going to choose again, I don't feel like I made a bad decision, with this at all. Right now it seems pretty good. Now this is sight unseen. I haven't put any fire into this thing yet, but I honestly don't see how this thing could disappoint me as far as efficiency and being able to cook itself, running itself almost virtually unattended for a while. So let me know if you guys want to see anything else, or if you want anything featured on this thing, or you have any questions. I will obviously be cooking on it a lot, but I'm about to throw some spraying down and with my Kroger brand oil, not wasting money, not spending that, $2 less, and put some fire in this bad boy. Go ahead and get him nice and seasoned. Alright guys, I'm trying to cover every inch of this thing while I talk, so that's why it's kind of moving around like this constantly. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Alright, take care. Yikes, it is so muddy out here, I can't stand it. Alright, I am coming back just to show you guys this. I threw a little bit of wood in the basket for the seasoning process, and I am coming back just to show you guys that there's absolutely zero smoke. I didn't adjust this thing. It wasn't super tight, latching or anything like that, man. I mean, it just seemed to shut perfectly. Here, well, see for yourself. Zero smoke escaping this thing. So I just wanted to share that with y'all right now. Got the valve right wide open. I have to go and make a stop. So after I get him adjusted, I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of the temp controllers on here and let it ride for about 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, just wanted to show that to you. Just in case you wanted to see it. There you go. The only smoke is coming out the chimney. So, all right, guys. I'm going for real this time. I ain't coming back. All right. So I lied. I did come back. This is a whole nother day, and just wanted to talk about something that I've not really seen many people talk about, and that is the stability of the golf cart wheels. Sorry, it is so cold out here. It's 11 degrees. So, if the winter froze anything up in my nose or, whatever, I'm cold. So, bear with it, deal with it, because I'm dealing with it. Anyway, so, guy named Dash. If you don't know me personally, it's cold. You don't know me personally, but you came across my channel from YouTube due to, whatever interest you have in barbecue, then most likely you've seen his channel too. Pretty big guy when it comes to, followers and stuff like that. I was talking to him after I placed the order for this thing, and said, hey, because I know that he has to move his around occasionally. He has really big cookers. And I said, hey, what was it like moving that thing? Because I know that there's a chance that I would have to move my smoker from the front to the back by myself, which I did. I had people offer to help, but sometimes you want to know that you'll be able to do it in a pinch if you have to, if nobody's around. So he was telling me, that it was rough, and he had help, and some this, that, and the other. And he said, one of the biggest pieces of advice that he could give when it comes to this is, to purchase the biggest tire that you can afford. So that made me think for a little bit. Definitely a little bit, because sometimes I get really cheap. And frugal, but I went back and modified the order and put the big wheels on there, and I'm glad that I did, because I was able to move it from the front to the back on my own. And one thing that no one really talks about that I've heard mentioned is the stability that these things provide. There's an incline between my house and my neighbor's house. I live in the city, so we don't have like a huge lot in between us or anything like that. And my house kind of sits up on a hill, and it's it's a okay little incline. It's not the sharpest thing ever, but it's still there. You walk at an angle when you're trying to cut the grass. So I was pulling this thing in, and the cabinet itself, kind of leaned over a little bit, but the wheels, stayed on the ground. I got in between it and gravity, trying to assist it from tipping over. But it never did, and it never really put full weight on my shoulder, as I tried to move it in. So I was really thankful for that. Felt like if this thing, the work order said it was over 1,300 pounds, including the crate that it came in on for the the freight company. So I figure if this thing tips over, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to pick this thing up on my own. It's going to be out here for a few days until I can get a company or something out here to to get it up for me. So I was really happy to see the I don't know, shock springs or just the platform itself gave just enough to where it didn't act like those old school SUVs that tip over at the slightest curve and and fall over. This thing, it was semi-stable. Now, I'm not saying go out and be reckless or anything like that, by no means. But I am saying that that is something that no one ever talks about. You hear the adjectives and whatnot, tank, beast, da-da-da-da-da. All of those things might be true, but stable. That's one thing that I will go ahead and throw out there for this. So definitely want to talk about that after I remember to include it in the video. So I'm out here shivering, y'all. I'm doing a cook, so there will be another video, but I will be going in the house warming up first, and then I'll talk about my first cook on this thing here, in another video. So I'll see you later. I'm about to go warm up. Thanks for checking it out. Let me know what you think. All right, see ya.